My life as a full-time trader. Sound of a cold shower tends to be the first thing I hear every morning. It's actually one of the most therapeutic and relaxing things you can do to yourself to kind of shockwave wake up your body every morning, preparing myself mentally for my day ahead. What would this video be without a good skincare routine? So where would I be without my Argan Divine? This stuff, it's a lifesaver. Works just like cocoa butter. Usually I tend to brush my teeth with normal toothpaste, and then I use some of this charcoal mix. Didn't really work too well, but I thought it'd make my teeth whiter, to be honest. Then I got this snail serum. It's usually pretty good, keeps your face really well moisturized and clear. Really recommend it. And then sunscreen. Sunscreen, obviously, it's always a must. Just put that on top and you're good to go. Once I'm out back in the kitchen, literally just making myself a nice drink to start my day. So got to stay hydrated. I like to add a bit of fresh juice with water. Water does the job anyway, but I like to spice it up and then slap a straw in there and we're good to go. Then I'm straight inside the lab. I usually plot down my drink and take a seat, get my journals out, and I tend to start with doing my affirmations, and then I move forward to doing my journaling. So the journaling is usually like a 5-minute slot where I kind of just write what's on my mind. It's kind of like I'm writing a novel at this point, but it's more so just in line with my vision. And then straight onto the charts, just kind of breaking down the charts for the day ahead, and then moving forward just to reanalyze and make sure that I'm prepared for the day. After that, shortly after, I take my dogs for a walk. As you can see, Greece is really sunny, it's really nice, really warm, and yeah, just enjoy the walk, enjoy the vibes. I already know what I'm looking forward for on the day, and then I get back to the lab, and then if I'm holding or if I have any trades, then I'll just be observing and monitoring them and just observing the charts. After that, go for a little snack with the wife, and we tend to just go out, get a little brunch or lunch. And yeah, this is the spot. We usually like to come here, get some breakfast, so chill. I'm not huge on coffee. I mean, I do drink coffee every day, but it's because my wife makes it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then myself, I like a sparkling water with some ice and lemon. It usually does the job. As you can see, I'm having a proper meal here. And yeah, then as the day goes on, sometimes I'll briefly check the charts. If you're wondering what phone that is a Samsung Z Fold. And yeah, it's pretty decent for trading. I mean, I don't really trade live on it. I use it more for observation, but and then I've got some trades running. And yeah, just kind of, this is basically how my average day goes. I'll come drop in the office. If there was trade shaping up, then I'll be about. If not, you'd probably tend to see me on a walk somewhere with my dogs, enjoying the weather, enjoying the vibes, and yeah, just out and about. Tend to just talk about my trading day with my significant other. Tends to be quite nice because obviously we all go through situations, ups and downs. Also, she reads self-improvement books. Most of the books that I have, she either has read them or the ones that I haven't even read yet, she's read them. So she can always provide me with really good advice, which is really nice. And it's before she would be reading self-improvement books, I'd have friends that would also do it. So it's a really nice thing to be able to kind of express these things and get great advice back, because the knowledge that you're learning and gaining is coming from somebody who's working really hard to improve themselves, and they're able to just kind of share what they've been learning. It's just my average park walk, not too far from the house. I live in a village in Greece now, so it's pretty decent. I get to kind of explore, do different things every day, take my dogs out, and yeah, it's pretty fun, it's pretty nice, very open, clear. As you can imagine, most people are working a lot of the time, so everywhere is quite empty, which is quite nice. So I can go, then I'll come back to the lab, check up on some trades and stuff. Don't usually tend to get myself distracted when I'm out with trades, so what I like to do is probably just like kick back, relax, do some analysis, see what's happening in the markets, and yeah, That's it, just chill. And then when the evening comes in, I'm just usually taking the dogs out, going for a nice long walk, and just enjoying the vibes. So this was the day before I was flying, and then tomorrow I will be flying to the UK. New day, new start, fresh routine, and yeah, then day starts, nice blue skies, take the dogs out for a morning walk, and then gym day, so straight off to the gym. It's pretty nice vibes. It's nice to be going out when it's warm as well. Massive change to being in England, and yeah, so roll up to the gym, and yeah, just pretty much get into the gym, do my stretches, get straight in there. Tend to find myself working on weights more often, building muscles, just really pushing myself to new limits. It's not always about pushing the highest weights as well, it's about perfect repetition. So I really focus on engaging my muscles and just really enjoying the process of working out. And that's what really keeps me motivated and consistent with it, is just enjoying it as much as possible and not just kind of doing it for the sake of doing it. I tend to really find this a very, very fun sort of part of my day, because it really helps me switch off from trading and gives me a level of a reset. So going to the gym doesn't only make me feel better, but it actually dips into my trading and makes me even better at my trading. Towards the end of the session, I usually come into this room and do some stretching. And I love this little quote: "Nobody who ever gave their best regretted it." Really nice. And then yeah, as I end, I kind of just finish off with a bit of a stretch. And at this point, I usually get a little bit more excited, because what I tend to do after my gym session is I drive straight over to the beach and then go for a nice little swim. The beach is pretty nice around about this time of year. The water's really clear. And then when I finish with the swim, head over to the beach bar. Usually this is my spot. I like to come down, sit here with my laptop sometimes in the summer, relax, do some little analysis, Sunday market breakdown. If you follow me on IG, you probably see this spot quite a lot. And yeah, after the gym session, come here, get some lunch. Usually tends to be a salad or some grilled meat, and then straight off to England. So the flight's usually about 3.5 hours from Thessaloniki to the UK. I usually spend my time at the airports looking at self-improvement books. So most of the books that I have bought are from the airport. And then if I get some time, maybe I might look at the charts, see if there's anything there for when I get off the flight. If I am holding any trades, then I usually tend to get a little bit more aggressive with my protection, just to kind of lock in as much as possible, being a bit more conservative with my growth. The only main reason is because if you can't manage it for a few hours and you know you won't have connection, it's better to take the right precautions. When I'm usually on a plane journey, I usually tend to find myself either reading one of the self-improvement books I would have purchased, but I always bring one book with me, which is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And if I'm not doing that, then I'll probably submerge myself listening to some psychological content from a psychological program called Rewired. It's a really good program that's helped me as a trader. It's improved my ability to have processes, routines, and the way that I think, and kind of just observe, and so many different areas, honestly. Like, it just covers so many key areas for every trader that I think it would save you a huge amount of time and money from just having a program like that. So landed in the UK now. So my brother sorted me out with this really cool pickup as well, really nice car. And then we headed straight over to his house. And then from there, me and my wife decided that we were going to go out and get some food in London. So we head straight over to the city, got some food from Wagamama's. And then I was off to meet with one of my friends. So some of you guys might already know Yassine. So I went to link up with him, talk about some trading stuff, just kind of meet and greet. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. So usually me and him would jump on a call almost every day around about 3:00. And today we thought, I'm in London, let's jump on an actual face-to-face meet up. So it was really nice while I was out there to actually just meet up with someone like-minded, And that's one of the nice things about being in the trading community as well, is not only that you have people who mutually share the same interests, but at the end of the day you make lifelong friends, and I think that's something which is also amazing. So we enjoyed a little walk around London, spoke about a few trades that we took and what was shaping up and our thoughts around it, which was really cool. And then we just enjoyed the rest of the day, put trading aside, just enjoyed the vibes, what we've been up to, catching up really. Nothing's like meeting a friend in person, to be honest.
So how much does a car like this cost? 130.
Trip sorted, heading back over to Greece now. So got dropped off at the airport. So we had a stopover in Athens and then to Thessaloniki. So it was 2 hours to Athens and then an hour to Thessaloniki. So we knew we had quite a lot of time. And then I think we had like a 6-hour gap at Athens. So we weren't really bothered with the whole journey. We kind of just enjoyed it. Greece being 2 hours ahead, it was quite nice because it got sunnier quicker. And so when we got to Athens, the sun was up, started shining, the planes were flying. It was really good. It was really awesome. Enjoyed the trip anyway, regardless. It was a bit of a quick trip, but I got everything I needed to sorted. And essentially just now waiting for my flight to Thessaloniki and then gonna head straight over to the beach and chill. As you can imagine, the sea view from the plane is phenomenal when you're flying over the Mediterranean Sea. You can literally see blue to blue from sky to sea, and it's lovely. It's absolutely stunning. And finally landed back in Thessaloniki. So as you can see, when you enter Greece, there's flags everywhere. It's lovely. And then back in the lab. It's good to be back. Just literally have the charts open and just embracing it. Got my certificate and some of my books on the wall. And these are pretty much some massive gems right there. And then just chilling. So soaking it all up in. It's always nice to be back. As it's Sunday, I usually tend to get myself well prepared for the week ahead. So after I finish my journaling, I then move forward to preparing my charts, going through all my currencies, commodities and indices, analysing them, breaking them down, mapping out the management, the analysis for them, and then being well prepared for the week ahead. So after I finished my analysis, I tend to head over and get some lunch at my auntie's house. It's really, really nice in Greece because the vibes, the colours, and the sea, of course. Usually my Sundays are quite chilled, so usually just tend to spend the time enjoying the drive, going out, doing things with my wife, and just enjoying the day really. Markets are not really moving because it's the weekend, and just Sunday is really a fun day. And then head over to the aunties.
Hey guys, what's going on? So this is kind of a Sunday ritual for me. Every time I hit a milestone, I usually tend to celebrate, have a nice little cigar. I got a selection of these from the airport, different countries, different cigars. This one is from America. So this one's pretty interesting. I'm smoking it because I literally made a decent amount of profit on Euro USD, and just to kind of reward myself. Didn't take the payout just yet. I did get a payout prior to this one, but just pretty much just celebrating that little win. And then on top of that, basically it was just a bit like this. So I kind of just go through my contents, listen to the SMB, and essentially just kind of enjoy that me time, smoke a cigar. I actually have a cheeky little drink over here as well. I'm not a big drinker, but when it's celebration time, it's celebration time, right? So just gonna dig in, enjoy the SMB, and then pretty much take it from there.
And as you can imagine, it's just a nice vibe. Usually switch off, spend the evening just doing this, watching the content, really absorbing it in, taking in everything that's being told. Usually, a majority of the time, I would have a journal and a pen with me, just where I'll take some notes. But at this point, it's more for celebration and just really taking it in and moving forward.
And I think the clue was always right here. So we have section 1, section 2. We have the double top, we sell off and we leave this footprint and then we move away. Now, we know that when the market pulls up and comes back in, you can usually use that as another middle section. Therefore, we could argue that's the middle section that's forming right now, which gives us 1, 2, 3 that aligns. Had the humility to be able to drop his ego and go, right, how could I learn best? Because he has become one of the best listeners that pays attention to detail and does things thoroughly and does things with intention that I've seen. And no coincidence with doing that, suddenly the results have skyrocketed. You can see his level of skill, his mindset, his commitment is completely transformed. I was speaking about this to Ibi and Abdu, like these things are such a great feeling for us.